Is Ugol wrote to me. She wants to be anonymous because she says I cannot come to your podcast and not even if you paid me. So I'm like, okay, come, tell me. Ke ready. She says, hey guys, nna ke na le mathata. Ke mosadi ke nyetswe, I'm married to my husband. 4 years. We are fine. We are cool. Then I find out, okay, this husband of mine is always not available for me as much as I would like for him to be. He's a man who works from home and all that, but he is kind of emotionally and also sexually not really there, in the whole thing. And I decided, no, let me just go outside and figure myself out. I'm just gonna cut this story as short as I possibly can because I don't want anyone to catch on, because I'm not good at telling these anonymous stories. It's the first time. I sit with guests and they explain their stories, so I'm gonna try. She says, I felt lonely in my own marriage, especially at 3 years mark. Like the 3 year mark just told me exactly how I feel. I felt lonely because this man is not touchy feely affection, dololo, romance, nothing. So I decided, let me just show myself, so I work. There's this guy, I've been eyeing him, he's been eyeing me, but I was that woman who says I'm not doing this to my husband because my husband is a good guy. My husband is a really good guy. So lately I just went shopping and I decided I'm gonna just upgrade my look, and then I did, and I look good. I go to work. Guy couldn't resist how good I looked. The guy at work. And also I was making advances. So this guy was too weak to even ignore. He was like, let's go out for lunch. I'm like, we always go out for lunch because we do as, staff members who work together. So he's like, no, let's just do something exclusive on a weekend. I'm like, I'm married. I'm trying to resist. And he's like, oh, okay, what then? I'm like, okay, I'll squeeze you in. I did. We go out and we sit at the restaurant. After that, he says, let's pass by my place. He's a bachelor. I say, okay, no problem. Let's go. We go there. We sit. We make out. Remember, I'm a woman who's neglected at home, like no touching. Sometimes we go a week without that thing. And then sometimes we go 2 weeks without that thing because he's too busy and everything else. I don't know what's happening. It was not always like that. So I don't know why he's doing that. And I'm not even asking because I'm this woman who is just obedient. I'm like, I touch and then he's like, I'm tired. I'm like, okay, I don't complain. I'm okay with that. But I feel lonely and I'm not even disclosing my loneliness to him. So we make out, me and Ugai, we go all the way. We do the deed. The forbidden fruit is like child. And then after that, we are okay. We are okay. We're like, I behave like I'm a friend with benefits to him. Kele Mugel. I go home, and then my husband, when I get home, is like, how was your day out with your friends? I'm like, cool. And then we just, our home life is fine. We're just okay. We're cool. And then a week later, I'm supposed to meet up with my colleague again. But this time, I say to him, we will meet on a Sunday. My husband decides, I'm gonna take you out on a Saturday. We go out, me and my husband. Well, I'm used to my husband not being that touchy, feely, romantic. So I'm used to it. It's like he's gonna go out with me. He's not gonna do anything. Indeed, he didn't do anything. We slept there. We returned on Sunday. So I had to cancel my appointment with that other guy. When we returned, he says, I wanted you to relax. That's why I took you out. Now that you are on relax mode, I want to tell you something. I'm like, sure. He's like, I found out that I have prostate cancer. Girl melts, her whole body just goes because I did what I did. Kante, my husband is going through this. She's saying the guilt is just eating away at me because what do you mean? Do you mean you stopped being as actually, the word active because you are sick? He says yes. The doctor said, since I'm not okay and I'm still digesting this thing, I must stop, and they doing tests. I've been going there. This guy hid a whole cancer from me for like 4 months. And in that 4 months, I couldn't be patient because he was still trying to figure out what's happening with him really. So once he had found out, he just confirmed to me, I'm actually not myself because I'm like this, that, you know. And he was like, oh, my wife, you've been so patient with me, even though you didn't know. When I turned you down, when you touched me, you were fine with it. You didn't say, hey, what, kai, mafatseng. And the girl is acting on it rather than saying it. So this poor guy is just, not understanding what girl has. Girl says, guys, the guilt that I'm feeling, I do not know what to do with myself. I feel like confessing. I'm like, what do you mean you want to confess? Don't do that. That's the advice I gave him I gave her personally. I said, do not confess. No matter what you do not confess. That's gonna ruin your life. Just deal with what you did and let it go. Now she's saying, now that me and this guy meet at work every day, I don't even know how to tell him, what, let's stop this. I cannot tell him what, my husband has this. Now me and my husband are going through a journey of cancer now. This is a sad journey. This other one is chasing like never before. It's like I gave him a sweet that is just the most delicious sweet in the world. He cannot even let go. It's like I have just created a burden for myself, especially as far as the guy at work is concerned. I'm even thinking of quitting my job. Because other days I would find him waiting for me at the gate in the morning, and then he would be like, let's convoy together to work. It's like I gave him something that I don't even know, and there's nothing that I gave him. I just gave him one day of 5 minutes. It was even less than 5 minutes what we did. So Gail is like, what do? Do I quit my job? Take off my husband? Compensate for what I did because I feel guilty? This man has never done anything to me. In this four years we married, he's never done anything wrong. So I don't know. I feel so horrible. I don't know what to do with myself. That's why girl wrote to me. She's like, yo, guys, like, you're finding out that your husband is sick, and then you then find out hore. Life ha ena balance, guys. Na girl ke mo advice is gore, you know what, ene le teng ha o nkwalla you're not scared or your husband might see this video or the family members, and then she was like, no, I'm comfortable with this story to come out even if it did, because number one, I want to confess. I really want to confess. So if he comes across this, I would not be heartbroken that he did, because I don't know how to tell him myself. So I'm like, yo, girl, you know what? Think about it. Think about it before you start, doing things that you don't want done, because this is a whole marriage. This is a whole marriage, and you need to take care of your husband, your sick husband, And I totally understand what she's saying. After finding out that he's got that cancer, there was no way that he was going to be a normal man anymore, There was no way that he was going to perform anymore the way he used to perform. There was no way that he was going to carry on with his duties the way he used to carry them on with them. I don't know what advice you would have for girl, but na kare girl ask a confessor, guys. It was a once off. She literally stopped and she's feeling guilty. A person who feels guilty means they have bana letswalo, and having letswalo is everything. So that's just my thing. So yeah, that's the story for today from Anonymous. Anonymous doesn't want to come to the podcast, but she wants to confess. So I told her, if you ever confess because you are eaten by guilt, come to the podcast and tell your story. Guys, comment on the comment section. I'll definitely see you on my next upload.